The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Hawaii's offense will get first crack at it today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today. That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's Johnson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and goal. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Hawaii 7, TCU 0.
Coming out with it, it's Duggan. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Andrews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Taylor wants to throw. But the long pass is incomplete.
And as an aggressive, you want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And wings it incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done.
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch, and I catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Still running at the 40. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Reeder. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll toss it to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Reeder. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing. And
goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead, and going intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Horned Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
Lots of room to run. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's sacked. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the returner is stopped. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hit as he throws.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Horned Frogs Bulldogs will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Quickly to the tight end. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to pass on 2nd down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And it's caught inside the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you gotta protect. You gotta sell that run. And if the quarterback's gonna do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And they 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. He'll haul it in right around the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Look out, he's got room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Taylor wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete.
Well, this defense is used to seeing this fullback just slam up on in there trying to block people. Now you release him out of the backfield to see if you can catch the defense off guard.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trying to get the corner. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker as well. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pulls it in. It's Reeder. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Let's go. Toss to the outside. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They're able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Andrews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Palmer. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers.
TCU 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They've got the screen set up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's set. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to buy time. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. He's out of bounds and short, just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The give on the inside. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Taylor wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Andrews.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Sprinting away. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Number 10.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to Green. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. Over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawaii! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, This game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Taylor wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.